Moved over here now because we have some more guests on the stage here this morning. Welcome to Saving Marion. Am I saying that correct? Marion.
That's
yes.
correct.
Okay. We've got, first of all, Joel Marion Moore.
That's me.
That's
Yep.
you.
That's me.
And Caitlin Davidson.
That is me.
Great.
For the
For the
time
time.
being. We're getting married in September. So
Are you really? Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'll join the Moore clan.
Awesome. Well, good for you. Congratulations. Well, that's oh yeah, pretty ring.
Thank you.
I see the bangles.
Thank you.
Well, I've never met you before, but I was checking out your, I think it was one of your pages. There's so many now, you never know where I find the information, whatever. And what a story. So I thought, oh, this is something I'd love to let people hear about and know about. So invited you to come join us here on the set for today to be our musical guest.
And
so.
thank you for having us.
Oh,
Absolutely.
my pleasure, my
Really
pleasure.
exciting.
Well, let's just start off a little bit. First of all, let's do a little background here for people that aren't familiar with you. Caitlin, why don't we start with you? I mean, how is music part of your life that you grew up with? You know, how did that all get started?
Well, basically for me, I've been singing in church ever since I was probably 4. My aunt is the director of the plays and things like that, and I grew up with that, and my dad's the worship leader at our church, my uncle's a pastor, so our family's really close, and we were always singing, and I met Joel through an uncle on my mom's side, and he was, living at his farm for a minute, and we got in touch that way, and pretty much the rest is history, the short version of it. We met, and he had his guitar in his hand, and that was it for me.
How long ago was that?
That was
6 years.
It'll be 6 years in September.
Okay.
6 years ago.
Now, at that point, were you looking for someone to join up with?
Actually, I wasn't. I was singing myself. I had won the Warren Idol competition for the first time, and basically started from there my music career. But I needed someone to play for me so that I didn't have just CDs and tracks to sing along to when I was doing, fairs and things like that. So along came Joel, and I was like, maybe you can play for me, but I don't want anything to do with a boyfriend. Well, then we talked and got to know each other, and obviously you see the ring on my hand now. that all went to the side, and
Yeah, I guess it would be hard to be, performing live and then, excuse me, I gotta hit the button, to start the music. It's just not the same. Just not.
Right,
Doesn't work.
right.
Doesn't work. So good. And Joel, well then we will jump to you because obviously you were in the right place at the right time. So, but you've got quite the story. So feel free to share that with the listeners today.
Which part do you want? The whole thing or the short
we'll do
thing?
the shorter version for
Well,
you.
Just because, as I mentioned, you're Joel Marion Moore, and your band is called Saving Marion.
Yeah.
So, you can give us the...
Okay, well, basically, I grew up in Florida, back in the swamps, and we didn't have any neighbors. I didn't have any friends, and got picked on a lot for my middle name, which is Marion. I got beat up for it, and so it became a thing of my brothers would tease me and say, Marion, Marion, and I'd beat them up, and then that's how life was. And so after I was 15, 16, my middle name disappeared. I didn't want anybody to know about it. But when we were singing together, we actually used to be called Fallen Creek, and that band kind of split up, went a different direction. So I said, well, we can't call ourselves Fallen Creek anymore. We got to find a new name.
Yeah.
And I met with a pastor down in Florida when I was down there visiting, and we were out to lunch, and he said, I can't find a name. I can't find a name. I got to find one. It's got to be right. And he says, well, what's your middle name? And I said, well, I'm not telling you. And he says, I'll buy you your dinner if you tell me. So I said, well, it's Marion. So he goes, why not Saving Marion? Because you need saving. So, and, from there it went into, through my life and my life experiences, if God can use me through what I've been through, then he can literally save anyone, which to me would be Marion and the general consensus of those out there that are lost in a way. So we kind of took it and ran with it.
Did you ever think that music would be the way to direct you into this new life and, save you, as you put it?
Well, that's a great way to look at it. Kind of like a Johnny Cash kind of story in a way. I never looked at it like that, but through the things I went through, and there's more of that on our website, music has always been there for me. And then it became an avenue for me to bring joy and hope to other people. So yeah, absolutely.
Now, Caitlin was talking about all her relatives in the church, you know, and everybody around. How about you with your family? I mean, you mentioned your brothers that you beat up. You know?
Yeah.
But, you know, was it musical in your family?
My mother played the piano. My dad couldn't carry a tune in a bucket, but he still sang loud, you know. But my mom played piano. My brothers, no music. It's weird because I'm a big guy and I played baseball, football, and, you know, I was in the military for a while. And the music's like, I mean, you see me at the piano, you're like, you know, but it's what I love. It's what I do. So
since you didn't have all the background for it, how did you, you know, decide to pick up, you know, the instrument or, you know, play the piano and pick up a guitar? You know, was there something that clicked that? Well,
really, my mom, she, like I said, she played piano, and I said to myself, I'm never going to play piano because I'm not a girl.
Okay. Yeah,
you know, and so I decided I'll learn how to play guitar. And that's cooler, you know.
But so the guitar, though, was there? So did you teach yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Everything I've been playing now for 14, 15 years. Never had a lesson.
Wow.
You know, but I just love it.
Well, there's a gift. You can do that. I mean, that takes a lot.
I love it. Absolutely.
You know, teach
can't
yourself.
put it down. To be
No,
honest, he doesn't put it down. I mean, we'll be in the middle of a meal or something, and I always, if I cook him breakfast or something, and I'll say, you know, come and eat. He'll wait till it gets cold, just so he can play his guitar. I always joke that he doesn't ever eat a hot meal. He'd rather it be cold so that he can be playing and singing and writing a new song before breakfast.
Well, here you do. You before, you know, he picks it up, you put the plate and everything on the guitar and hand him that.
I should.
There you go.
I should lock it up in the case,
yes.
put the plate on top, say eat, and then the prize is what you'll find inside.
There you go. It's like a Cracker Jack box.
There you
the
go.
prize is inside, but you got to eat first.
Well,
that's an idea. I might actually try that.
Sorry, Joe.
No, you're all right.
No, I might actually do that.
It's good food. So.
There you go. All right, well, why don't we hear a song?
Sure.
All right.
All right, what do we got for us?
Well, this song is called When Jesus Comes, and it's really a fun song, something that's meant to be kind of funny, but in a way also kind of tell you, you know, where you're going to go when you die, that kind of thing. I like it. It's a good song.
All right.
So.
All right, Saving Marion here on udetroit.com.
Old man sitting in his chair, wondering if he'll go up there. But don't wait till you lost all your hair. No, don't wait till you lost all your hair. Hey, when Jesus comes, hey, where will you go? Your heart pounds like a steady drum. You don't know where you'll go. So today, climb out of your grave. Today, give your life away. Be ready for the day. Make sure you're ready for the day when Jesus comes. Yeah! You can sit there and drink your tea. You can make fun of me. You can bet it won't be so funny when Jesus comes back and you're not there with me. Hey, when Jesus comes, hey, where will you go? Your heart pounds like a steady drum. You don't know where you'll go. So today, come out of your grave. Today, give your life away. Be ready for the day. Make sure you're ready for the day when Jesus comes. So wave your hands hands in the air. And don't just sit there and stare. Get up on your feet and walk up here. Be ready for the roar when the angels cheer. Hey, when Jesus comes, hey, where will you go? Your heart pounds like a steady drum. You don't know where you'll go. So today, climb out of your grave. Today, give your life away. Be ready for the day. Make sure you're ready for the day when Jesus comes. When Jesus comes.